Hi there, and my name is Marcel Fairbairn. I am the founder of GearSource.com and the CEO of the company as well. We opened GearSource in 2002, and it is an online business selling sound, lighting, staging, video, production equipment, musical instruments globally. We've sold tens of millions of dollars of quality gear through 200 plus countries around the world. So we are by far the largest and very safe and credible company that does business with all of the largest sound, lighting, video companies out there. And we're growing very rapidly. So today the company has GearSource.com, which handles primarily North America and other countries around the world. We have GearSource Europe, which deals in both Eastern and Western Europe. And we have just recently opened GearSourceAsia.com, which is based out of Singapore and handles all of the Asian countries. So we are looking for partners all over the world right now to open the next licensed websites. And what I'm doing here today on this video is just talking to you a little bit about what that business looks like. Who is GearSource? What do we do? How does it work? What do we provide you? And what are your next steps as a licensee? So first of all, as I mentioned earlier, it is a web-based business model, meaning it's a website. All of the technology that we've created, the platform that we've created, is on the web. And it is a very complex, high-tech model with very simple tools that we've created to operate it. The software platform is evolving into a fully integrated business suite or business solution that we have just recently branded G Suite. And G Suite is a selection of software modules, I guess you could call them, that are providing tools and benefits to our users, both vendors and customers, and also to our administrative team here and in each of our licensed offices. So the suite, G Suite, allows you, the operator, first of all, to be anywhere. You're not stuck in an office. This is a relatively remote or virtual business model. And it's funny, but it was designed to be that way. I designed this thinking that I was going to spend half my time in a beach house in the Keys and the other half of my time up in the mountains in Western Canada. So business never works out quite like that. So I am in an office like most people are. But the thing about this site is, or this business model, this business in a box model, GearSource, as a licensee, you can really run this business from anywhere with a very good quality phone and a good internet connection, of course. So as an example, as I'm doing this video right now, I just recently spoke with the owner of GearSource Europe, or the licensee of GearSource Europe, and he is actually in Montreal right now on vacation, not on vacation, just working from a different location. So he's working with his wife. He has a house or an apartment in Montreal, and they travel to Montreal a lot. And so they are operating GearSource Europe out of Montreal right now for a couple of weeks. So it is a fully integrated business model, fully integrated solution. It is called G Suite. It does allow you to work remotely. We're leveraging technology. We're not using technology just to be a bunch of geeks, but we're leveraging that technology to enable you to scale the business without equal proportion of expense. So in other words, if you grow the business by 10 times, you're not necessarily growing the expenses by 10 times. This is not just like a Rolodex business. Many of our competitors, if not all of our competitors, really are just kind of a Rolodex business model. They're glorified sales agents or brokers who just happen to know a bunch of people, and they're leveraging those people through a Rolodex and buying and selling equipment. That's not a real business. It's basically just one person selling equipment out of their home office or whatever it is. Ours really is a web-based business, rather large business. We have a very valuable toolbox, which includes things like business analytics, an API which connects your site or our site to your accounting software, to your customers, to vendors. And I'll give you an example. We have an API that connects you to vendors in a way where you're connecting to their rental software. So if you look at the largest businesses out there who are in the rental business and they're using whatever rental software they're using, we can create what's called an API to their software so that when an item is out on rent, it is taken off of the for sale list on our site. So it's toggled on and off based on what the rental status is of that item. If you have 1,000 moving lights and you want them all for sale, except when they're on rent, whenever they're booked into your system on rentals, our system automatically takes them offline from being for sale. Another thing we have is a very advanced pricing tool that allows vendors who do not know how to price something, or let's say you don't know what the current market is for a particular item, our tool will help you to select a price. It'll base that information on actual sales data of that same item on our website. Very, very helpful tools. So we have many tools that we've spent a lot of money and a lot of time and just really know-how from being in this business as long as we have, developing these tools. And when you buy into our model, when you license our model, these are the things that you're getting. This is a foundational business. So the business is not just a used gear broker. In other words, we have an acquisition model that we'll teach you how to get into that can drastically improve or increase your profit margins. You can do valuations, inventory evaluations for banks, for insurance companies, where you're valuing inventory for large rental companies who are getting loans on that inventory. Just basically, this business is a platform that is, as I said, a foundational business model that really we're handing you the tools and the foundation. You're building as large a business you want to build on that platform. So some of the benefits that are available to you, first of all, as I said, the G Suite technology is a suite of very unique tools that are there to improve your overall site experience. So you as the licensee, but also your sellers and your buyers. We're creating tools so that we improve their user experience and, of course, your own profitability as a licensee. What we want is basically to create software and then let the software do the work for you. We're spending millions of dollars creating and developing software to save you time and to create efficiencies within your business and profitability within your business. And we currently have 3 full-time developers who work for our company developing G Suite and developing our platform. So we're not sitting still, we're not sitting on our hands. We didn't just buy a little piece of e-commerce software and pop it out on the website and go out and start collecting money from people. This is a real business. This is something that we've spent 15 years developing, and now it's so powerful that we believe we can have 20, 30 offices globally through this licensing model that enables you to run your own business while using our tools and using our branding and our credibility and everything else. So this is a very proven and long-standing model. We have been in business since 2002. I've been, for those of you who don't know me, I've been in the entertainment production industry since 1991, so that does age me a little bit. And so we are a very trusted business. We've been in business for a long time. We're very credible. Our reputation is very strong globally. So you're buying into a brand that gives you a powerful message. It gives you a powerful brand to go out and say to people, not that I'm in the used gear business, but I am GearSource. And that means something. The startup costs, we've worked very hard to get the startup costs very low. So as a new licensee, you'll come into the business for less than $100,000. You will be handed a business in a box. So that business, when you grab it, will be ready to be populated with listings. We'll be ready to go out and start selling immediately. We'll teach you how to do that. I'll get into training here in a minute. So, really our goal is to get the startup costs as low as possible so that you're out selling immediately, and also to improve our training process and our training programs so that you're in business quickly and you're in business well. You know what you're doing, you're well informed, and you're a really strong GearSource location. Because remember, your customers are our customers. Your customers are buying the GearSource business, and so it's very important to us that that's done with the highest level of quality possible. We have a very large number of global buyers and sellers who you immediately gain access to because we have what we call a cross-platform or cross-location selling and affiliate tool, or business. So we've also called it a multi-site platform, meaning that from the single platform, from one database, we can build off 100 websites if we want to in different locations or in different industries or whatever it is. So when a listing is added to our site, it's added to one database. There's one database with all of our listings, whether it's added in Asia, Europe, Canada, America, whatever it is. And then you are able to turn on or off which websites it is displayed on. So if, for example, a listing goes up in the United States and you don't want it posted on Europe, you can say you don't want it posted on Europe and it won't go on our Europe site. But quite often what happens is a European listing will sell in Asia, or an Asian listing will sell in the US, or a US listing will sell in Australia, or whatever it is. This is a very global business. And so even if you're opening the smallest website for us in Mexico or in Canada or in Africa, your listings are going to be displayed to thousands and thousands of people globally every single day. So this is not a local business. This is absolutely a global business that you're opening a window into that global market by taking on a GearSource local licensed website. So I've told you a little bit about it. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you everything here on this quick video, but what we would want you to do is reach out to us. We have an email set up for global licensees. It's global@gearsource.com. If you are interested, please send us an email to global@gearsource.com, and we will respond to you, and we'll set up a call or a webinar, probably with our VP of Business Development, Henry Kones, who will spend some time going through a little more detail on the process, on the business, on the cost, on what it is to be a licensee in GearSource. And during many discussions that we'll probably end up having, we will eventually agree with you on territory, on costs, on just what it's going to take for you to get that site launched and up and running. We'll then schedule a mini training where we're going to teach you how to add vendors and how to add listings, because the most important thing when you get to your launch date is going to be that you have listings. So you can launch without listings and it's going to display just global listings, not your own domestic listings. But it's best if you're opening a site in Mexico that there's thousands of listings in the Mexican market on that site the day you list. So first and foremost, we're going to agree on a launch date. So let's say today that launch date is November 1st. Before November 1st, we're going to teach you how to add vendors and listings. Very, very important. We're going to have a lot of site content. We're going to have press releases, those types of things. We're going to market your site. You're going to market your site domestically or locally as well. And you're going to hire staff. So typically, you're going to start with no less than 2 people. So it's probably going to be you, the owner. You're probably also going to be the person who is the industry expert. We need at least one industry expert who really understands the production equipment industry, who understands the equipment, knows the people, has a great strong Rolodex of people in the industry. And plus you're probably going to add at least, well, not at least, but you're going to add one administrative person. So you're going to have 2 people, yourself and one other, to start up the business. From there, you're probably going to add more business development people who are doing a combination of sales and vendor listings. And we will teach you, of course, how to do that. So I keep talking about teaching. Before you launch the site, we will go through on-site training here in Florida at our facilities. And you and our team, or you and your team, will combine with our team here. And you'll spend about a week learning the business front to back, basically everything about how to run this business, from accounting and order management and order processing, the logistics, how to work logistics, how to handle warranty claims, how to deal with manufacturers on B stock, how to deal with international orders, everything. We're going to teach you how to run this business before you go back and start selling product. And of course, again, marketing is going to be important. I mentioned press releases, local, domestic marketing, but you're going to want to really promote the launch of your site and get a lot of excitement going. We get thousands of users per day on GearSource.com. We want you to have hundreds of users per day from the moment you launch that site. And you're going to be basically driving buyers and sellers through your front door by way of marketing and networking on all the social media sites. You're going to have stuff up on your own personal Facebook, on your LinkedIn, and really, really promote that site launch. So hopefully I've given you enough information today. As I said at the beginning of this video, we're looking for partners in markets all over the world, even parts of Europe. As I said, maybe Africa, Russia, South America, Mexico, Canada. We are looking to grow this brand globally. We want to have probably 20 offices globally, and I would love for you to be a part of that. So please reach out to us, send an email to global@gearsource.com, and let's get those discussions started. Thank you very much and have a great day.